We're here? Yeah, we're... I don't know what that, a little glitch. Welcome to the show, guys. Honestly, we've got a lot to cover. There's a lot going on. Finally, we've got something to talk about. It all just kind of just blown out of proportion yesterday. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing the new kit as well. Yes, that's right. I got the leaked one from Adidas's website. Leicester aren't happy. Never mind. We've got one. So, what do you think? I think it looks quite good. It's got a nice little retro-y collar. There's a nice retro fox on the back. Just there, the original badge. Looking good. I think it looks snazzy, to be quite honest with you. Lee just had an asthma attack at the start of the stream, says Winksy. Look, I'm just happy to be back. I'm just happy that we've got something to talk about, and we're gonna start with the Foxes have bidded £8 million for a player. Apparently, according to the BBC, Foxes have bid £8 million for Rennes Bourigeaud. Let's have a quick look at this. The French football journalist Sumare has told BBC Radio Leicester Sport that Leicester City have submitted an €8 million, £6.8 million in English pounds, offer for Stade Rennes midfielder Benjamin Bourigeaud. Now, he played against us, don't forget, I believe in the... I'm sure he played against us in the Conference League, didn't he? I'm sure he did. And he scored, didn't he? The French central midfielder played in both legs of the Europa Conference League. Last 16 tie against the Foxes in the latter stages of the last season. Scoring in the second leg. There you go. So it's not the first time we've been linked to a player that we've played against before. Don't forget, we got linked and eventually did get Vicente Iborra. Who can forget him? Lives in sunny Spain, and now he lives on Saffron Lane. Iborra, whoa, Iborra, whoa. Came from sunny Spain to live on Saffron Lane. This guy, though, he's 28 years old, and he can play as a number 8/10 as well, which would fit Brendan Rodgers' system of a 4-3-3 formation towards the end of the season with success. The figure of €8 million for a player who reached double figures for both goals and assists last season is, I gotta say, a little nice. Although, don't forget, we did bring in Sumare as well from the French league, and it's not turned out great. So, who knows how this is going to work if he does come in. However, despite the low fee, the low risk nature of the transfer, the Foxes are still battling with the squad size ahead of their new Premier League season. We've got to get rid of some players. Have to get rid of some players. So, who do we get rid of? I think this guy is probably a replacement for Youri Tielemans, because apparently, according to One Football, Arsenal return for Leicester's midfielder Youri Tielemans because they have had a rejection for a transfer of their own that they've been going for. Arsenal apparently are once again set their sights on Leicester's midfielder Youri Tielemans, which means that if Arsenal come in for around £30 million, we will have some space for Mr. Bourigeaud. So it's all down to player movements, I think. Now, I think Leicester just need to get rid of some players. Speaking of getting rid of some players, I think Swindon have purchased a youth prospect from us, a 20-year-old player. I can't remember his. Is it Jake Wakering? I think he's gone to Swindon, which I think that was actually this morning that was announced. So let's have a look at who's in the chat anyway before we get into a bit more. We desperately need some signings, says Talk Leicester City. Let's have a look. Where is everyone? Where is everyone? Oh, we're gone. What's going on here then? That's better. So, do apologise. I am having a little technical difficulty. There we go. Highly, we need signings badly, says Talk Leicester City. Hope you're well, my man. Dylan Inot as well in the chat. Big up, my man. I'd just be happy for any player, to be quite honest with you, says Logan. It's about time we've seen some movement, says Jason. And Lee just had an asthma attack, said Winksy. Winksy's in the chat. Hello. Winksy, how are you, my man? Nice kit, Lee, says John. Yes, the new kit is here. I think I'm actually the first Leicester fan on YouTube to have it. Right? Right? Is that correct? Anyway, YouTube has allowed gifting for memberships. Laughing my ass off. Is that correct? Is that a fact? I'll have to have a look. Yes, I have had a trim as well. Right, let's go back into it. I just want to go back onto this this Bourigeaud transfer. So it is going to be based on how many players we can get out that we can get in. It's as simple as that. The transfer window has been very slow for Leicester City. I'm not going to lie. Winksy has just messaged me something in the background. Lee Chappie, allow gifts on this channel. Choose whether others can gift you a Lee Chappie membership. So you can now gift other people memberships. That's interesting. Okay. That's a new feature that's just popped up, so that's pretty cool. MP Gaming now in the chat as well. Welcome to the show, my man. Let me just have a quick look what else there is about Bourigeaud, if there's anything else anywhere else. Rob Tanner says otherwise, though. Rob Tanner says there is no interest. The information is false for Bourigeaud, says Rob Tanner, who's also a journalist for I think it's The Athletic. So who knows where this is going, because BBC have said one thing, Rob Tanner is saying another. I suppose we'll find out in very, 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 very due course. Moving on to more transfer rumours, though. This one's come in as well, courtesy of the Daily Mail, which is Leicester have opened initial talks over a potential deal for Feyenoord's midfielder, pardon me, Orkun, is it Kokcu? The 21-year-old Feyenoord midfielder is open to a Premier League move. Leicester must offload players yet again, as I've mentioned. Regarding the transfer window, we've got to remove some players. With Dennis Pratt potentially being a definitely on the way out, as Dennis Pratt's price has dropped as Torino talks continue. This is from One Football. Leicester City are dropping the price for Dennis Pratt. The Belgium international spent the last season on loan, as you know, at Torino, where he looked good. I did see him the odd time. And you know what? I don't understand why we don't give him another go, but he's clearly not on Brendan Rodgers' favourite list. I don't think he's got nudes of him like Perez has. We'll move on to Perez in a second. The Foxes are prepared to sell Dennis Pratt now for as little as €13 million. Ouch. Torino are keen but are reluctant to go any higher than $9 million for Dennis Pratt. Talks are still continuing today as a compromise is sought to both ends of the table for Dennis Pratt. So if Dennis Pratt does move over, though, there looks like there will be room for this player called Orkun Kokcu. Arsenal apparently have been linked with him in recent seasons too, although he is only 21. Not a lot else to go on this Kokcu, but I'll tell you right now, what is going on with Daily Mail? Daily Mail's going bonkers. So much rubbish on the Daily Mail, isn't there, at times? Look at the adverts on that. Look at the bloody adverts. That's unbelievable. Going on to Orkun Kokcu, he's currently worth around, let's have a quick look. He's worth around £90 million. His contract expires in 2025, hence the price of the £20 million, well, 19.8 million. So, I don't know, we'll see. But he's an attacking midfielder, and like I say, he's 21 years old. He's citizenship of Turkish, but he has got the Netherlands behind him at international youth level. So we'll keep our eyes on that movement going forwards, but we'll go back into the main thing now. Let's have a look who else is here. Elite looks like a millimeter, another look alike, says, don't stop. Stop it. Bourigeaud says it's not 8 mil. Well, that's what it's saying. According to BBC, it's 8 mil. I can't see how it would be, but according to BBC, it is. I'll tell you right now what he's worth. According to the transfer market value, he is worth approximately £16.2 million. His contract expires on June the 30th, 2023. So he's got just under a year left on his contract at Stade Rennais in France. So I suppose the £16 million probably is a. I see why Leicester probably did go in for 8 mil because of the contract. It's not really long, is it? It's the same length as Youri Tielemans, really. Do we expect £30 million coming in for Youri Tielemans? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Do you think Arsenal will eventually get him? I can't see Youri Tielemans going for anywhere else. I've seen a few rumours that he'll go to Manchester United. I've seen rumours that he's linked with Tottenham Hotspur and a load of crap. But I'll be honest with you, this Arsenal media, again, we sort of seem to be linked with Arsenal every summer at the moment. James Maddison last year, Youri Tielemans this year again. Is it going to happen? Who knows? Who knows? Why not Lookman? That's another probably another topic for a different video. clearly Brendan wasn't. I don't know. It's weird. I think there's probably still the obligation to buy or option to buy because he played enough games in the loan move. So I think time will tell because I don't think that that option is now void. I think it's still valid. It's just a matter of time. But there's a couple of other bits and bobs that I want to discuss with you. If you don't know and you've not been following the news, Leicester fixtures have been moved. So I'm going to quickly run across. The next fixtures dates have been confirmed for Manchester United and Brighton games. Leicester City will host Manchester United now on Thursday the 1st of September, live on BT Sport at 8 p.m. That's an 8 p.m. kickoff on a Thursday night of the 1st of September. Leicester at the King Power versus Manchester United. Brighton away will now be Sunday the 4th at 2 p.m. kickoff. That's Brighton away on Sunday the 4th of September. So there's a Thursday game and a Sunday game. Ouch. Tottenham Hotspur, Leicester as well at Spurs, which is Saturday the 17th of September, which is a 5:30 kickoff. So it's a Saturday afternoon, evening game is now gone from 3 p.m. to 5:30. So 3 fixtures have been moved for TV, 2 for BT Sport, 1 for Sky, 2 for Sky, 1 for BT Sport. In other news as well, Leicester City have provided live and free coverage of their pre-season match friendly against Notts County. It's a behind closed doors fixture. It's at this training facility at Seagrave on Saturday, and it's going to be broadcast live on lcfc.com. So all you've got to do is log in, go onto LCFC's TV section tab at the top, and you'll be able to watch the game. It's a 1 p.m. kickoff. I won't be able to watch it. I'll be at work. It's a 1 p.m. kickoff on Saturday. I might be able to do a watch on if I get home in time. I'll speak to the wife. From 12, she's not my wife. I'm not married. We are engaged. From 12:45 p.m. on Saturday, mind you, I probably should have put a ring on the finger properly by now. But that's probably another topic for another time. From 12:45 p.m. on Saturday, the live coverage begins across lcfc.com/live and also on LCFC's YouTube page as well. So you'll be able to watch it live on YouTube as well, with commentary from Danny Simpson and Dan Bates for the match show. Interesting. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we could potentially pull in maybe a tiny little pre-match, a pre-season watch-along. Who knows? Guess who's back? Back again. Richard Blackdog is in the house. Hit the like button. It only takes a second and costs you nothing. For every like, there is 5 years good luck. Absolutely free. Richard Blackdog. Thank you for the super chat, my man. I hope you're well. I'll do a giveaway for a membership at the start of the season if anyone fancies it, says Winksy. Interesting. Look at you all coming in. It's good. I have read Fund or Not. The problem is just that we have too many players, so we need to loan out players like Hamza, who we don't get game time. Yes. I was going to just talk about another player that looks like they might be going out. So, here we go. Let's jump straight back into it. Monaco are looking at Leicester City's Sumare. According to The Athletic, AS Monaco are in talks with Leicester City over the loan move for midfielder Bakary Sumare, who's only just joined the club, obviously, this season from League One for £17 million last summer, having excelled in his role, obviously, for winning the league in the French side. Unfortunately, it didn't really click for him at Leicester City. In his debut season, he made 19 appearances, 12 of them were starts, but it's just not looked quite. It's not looked like the best of moves so far for Sumare. I think he needs to stay here, to be honest with you, so we can get a little bit more out of him. But again, sometimes these moves, maybe you just need to get some players moving on a little bit and get them back in, and get them some game time and stuff, because at the end of the season he just wasn't getting any starts. Let's have a quick look at the rest of this. Having excelled for Les Dogs and played a pivotal role in their 2020-21 title-winning season, Sumare earned himself a move to the Premier League at Leicester. Having sold Aurelion I can't even say that name, to Real Madrid for 100 million deal, Cesc Fabregas, who hadn't featured for the side since September, also left the club upon the expiry of his contract. Monaco are now in desperate need of a midfield reinforcement. So the Atletico is now reporting that Monaco have engaged in talks with Leicester for the midfielder. The deal would be a loan move rather than a permanent transfer, according to the Athletic. Interesting. What are your thoughts on Bourigeaud Sumare? Let me know in the chats. Brilliant news by Richard Blackdog. Thank you for letting us know. That's fantastic news, buddy. I'm fine, thanks. I'm looking forward to the new season, says Winks. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts are on today's news roundup. Do you think any of this is going to happen? Do you think this is just all sizzling over the Tielemans deal because Leicester just relying on money coming in from Tielemans and a player going out to get a player coming in? I don't think there's room in the squad to pull in any more players. There's a lot of players that get benched, in particular Perez. I've seen some news that Perez is linked on his way out too, but I can't, for the life of me, I cannot find that. I'm sure it was either Fabrizio Romano that mentioned about Perez being linked to somewhere out, but I can't find it as it stands. Let me see if I can find anything on Perez. I'm sure I read somewhere about Perez. Real Betis are interested in Ayers Perez. While defender Vestergaard has interest from a number of Premier League sides. That's one that we really need to get rid of. We've got to get rid of Vestergaard. We need to get rid of Bertrand. Two players that God knows why we pulled them in. I know desperate times call, desperate measures and stuff. But we've got to get rid of some players, definitely. There's a few that need releasing like that. I suppose the club could just get rid. At the end of the day, I don't think it's going to cost them too much money to just release them, to be honest with you. But Perez is one, again, just doesn't get game time. And when he does, he scores. But a lot of Leicester fans are not keen on Perez. So, Tielemans, Perez, Vestergaard, Bertrand. There's 4 players there, let alone the rest that we could talk about. We need a good clear out to get some new players in and maybe a fresh build. As Brendan Rodgers said, he's looking at building the squad. But right now, nothing really has moved so far. I think Leicester are relying on Tielemans' deal still. I really do. Right, I'm about all out of time. I'm going to read some of your comments out, get your questions in before we shoot. It's been fun again, but not a lot else to talk about. All I am going to let you know about is BetMate. Go and click the link right now. It's pinned in the chat. Download the app. It's completely free. Use my link, and honestly, it's a free app. It's free to play as well. Obviously, you can't play right now. There's no football on, but when the football comes back, you'll be able to play BetMate with me. It's a fantasy footballing app. And it's completely free. Try it out right now. There is some paid for games as well with bigger pots. But obviously the more money you put in, the more chances you are winning some big prizes. Go and have a look right now. Points mean prizes. Simple. BetMate. Go and check it out. I think they've got a website now as well at betmate.com as well, I believe. Go and check it out right now. Click the link. It's free. Let's see who's in the chat before we shoot. We can't let Sumare leave, says Charlie. Yeah, but I mean, you've got KDH, you've got Sumare, you've got Hamza Chowdhury, you've got Mendy as well. Don't forget Napoli's Mendy. Sumare, Ndidi. How many players do you need that can play in that sort of role of not CDM, but centre mid, CDM / whatever you want to call it? There's quite a lot of players in that role that you can slot in, and I don't know where they all fit. So someone's got to go. Someone's got to go. It's as simple as that. Right. I think that about sums it up, boys and girls. Thank you all for coming in. I shall see you on the next video. Make sure you follow me at Lee_Chappie on all socials. Until then, I shall see you on the next video. Until then, ta-ta. See you later, boys.